we live in a society where men can be as expressive as they want to be when it comes to their sexuality, and they can be expressive as they want to be when it comes to a woman's sexuality. But when a woman is expressive when it comes to her own sexuality, then it's a problem. Alright. Alright, y'all, so my name is Giselle. Thank you so much for clicking this video. As you can see by the title, we are going to be talking about WAP. We're going to be talking about the implications and the conversation that has been brought forth by WAP. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video, I'm just going to tell y'all what I thought about this song. I thought that the song was good. I really liked the beat. I think that Megan came to do what she had to do, and what she did was that. Cardi was okay. Like most people, I didn't care for Kylie being in the music video. I think that a better fit would have been Lizzo. I actually would have really liked to see Lizzo. She's very comfortable in expressing herself in her sexuality, so it would have been nice to see. Lizzo is a beautiful person, so I would have liked that. The choreography was cool. The way that the video was shot, and it was just nice to look at. As far as the shock value of the song is concerned, for myself, there wasn't much of a shock value. When it comes to explicit music, I've been hearing it ever since I was just a wee baby. I remember when I was little listening to Candy Shop, and I remember liking the song simply because it had the word candy in it, not that I knew what it meant. My mom listened to R&B. She listened to Luther Vandross. She listened to Toni Braxton. She listened to Whitney Houston. So that's what played mostly in the house. That and gospel music, and of course African music played in the house. But MTV did exist, so I heard some rap and hip-hop music, but just not as much. And then when I got a little older, I remember, quick story time, when I got a little older, I remember that my auntie gave me an Android. It was like a clunky Android, and when I got it, I downloaded Pandora, and the first artist that I put in, or one of the first artists that I put in, was Usher. And with that, anyone that he has made music with, or anyone that any features that he had, anyone that he'd been associated with, their music is gonna come up too. So Ludacris, Lil Jon came up, and with that you have artists like the Yin Yang Twins come up, and then it's just a whole plethora of explicit rap music that I listened to as a kid and into my young adulthood. Now, that being said, that's the whole reason why I wasn't shocked by how explicit the song was, because I've heard explicit music for a long time now. Have y'all heard the first four words of Slow Motion by Juvenile? I rest my case. And there's so many other artists that have made explicit music. As far as females, we know Lil Kim, we know Trina, and there's been others, of course. But I think the difference in 2020 is that it's women talking so explicitly, if that's a word, and people are uncomfortable because like I said in my intro, that men are allowed to talk about it when it comes to themselves. They're allowed to talk about it when it comes to women. But when women do it for themselves, when women are in control of the narrative, I think I want to say when women are in control of the narrative, when women have agency, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when, you know, she's trash, nobody wants to wife her, we gotta protect our daughters, the children's brains are gonna shrivel into obsidian. This generation, women these days, just this, that, and the third, just so much. Even though men have been making explicit music, but you know, I want to talk about how some people have been saying that they're worried because these are the quote-unquote role models that their daughters are looking up to. Young girls are looking up to Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion and other female rappers. And the thing about that is that, for instance, WAP is music made by adults for adults. There's nothing that a child should be listening to in that song. Why do you want them to be your child's role model? At least not in that, you know, Meg goes to school, but at least not in that aspect. Why are you depending for them to be your child's role model knowing that that's the type of music that they make?
I don't know.
It's just a little bit confusing. I think that you should be your child's role model. That's just the safest route to take. You should be your child's role model. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is that whether a woman is modest or more overt when it comes to her sexual expression, I don't think that should be an indicator of whether she's deserving of respect. Do you realize how twisted that sounds, like how bad that sounds? And the crazy thing about who deserves respect as far as modesty goes, or as far as women being more comfortable expressing their sexuality, oftentimes we know that women can be extremely modest, and that's not gonna stop them from being sexualized. But my point still stands that your respect for women shouldn't be based off of how modest or how overt she is with her sexuality. And if it is based on that shows that says more about your character than hers. I don't want women talking about their sexuality to be such a taboo, to be such a vulgar, to be seen as just scandalous. I don't want that to be the narrative, because I feel like our sexuality as women is natural to us. Whether we choose to be modest or whether we choose to be more overt with it, I think that as long as a woman is safe, as long as she's happy, as long as she's able to set boundaries for herself, I'm rooting for her regardless of how modest she is or how open she is with her sexuality and expressing herself. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is that sex sells, and somebody is the consumer of it. There are a lot of men saying, you know, that's why I'm not wifing her, this is trash, this is garbage, this generation, blah 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 blah. But sex sells, and we know that, but somebody is the consumer. Even the people that say they hate it, a lot of people that are saying that they don't like it, it's a lie.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
They're the ones that are consuming it. They're the ones that are buying it. They're the ones that are watching it. We understand that. We understand that that's what's popular. I'm not upset at the music and a lot of female rappers being explicit. As far as people being upset at that. There are definitely female rappers that make music that's more conscious. You have Rhapsody, you have Chica, you have Tierra Whack, you have No Name. There are so many artists, and y'all are saying that y'all don't want to see Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, and whoever else, but y'all are not streaming these other women's music, so make sense. And my last point was going to be that as far as young people are concerned, I think that it would be better to give them a space to be aware of sexuality, because it's so prominent in today's world. We should definitely make young people aware of the fact that they can set boundaries for themselves, and that they need to feel the most comfortable, especially for young women, that that whether she's all covered up or whether she's wearing shorts and a crop top, that she understands that it shouldn't be the norm for her to receive disrespect, that whatever end of the spectrum, or if she finds herself in the middle, that she's still very deserving of respect. And yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope y'all liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any thoughts, opinions, please be sure to comment them below. I would love to know. Thank y'all so much for watching. And I guess I'll see you in the next, oh, my bad. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, if you like the video, be sure to like the video. I really appreciate it. My socials are gonna be in the description box. And thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.